Hi, I'm Mike with the School of Self-Reliance, and today we're going to talk about disarming a person with a handgun. Um, there's a lot of videos out there on it, and there are some that are really, really good, but there's a couple basic components to disarming a person when they've got a gun at you. And I'd like to say up front, disarming a person should be the last thing you try to do. 90% of the time, disarms end with a discharge. Even well executed attempts at disarming, 90% of the time, they end with a discharge, meaning the gun goes off. So keep that in mind before you go grabbing for somebody's gun. Anyway, we got our attacker here. He's going to point a gun at me. One of the very first things that you want to do, no disarming method is any good unless you clear the firearm away from you. And a double movement is best, to clear the gun away from your body at the same time you move, to get out of the way and clear this weapon away from you. And if we can do this to get away from the muzzle flash, that's even better. But if it's a gun with a hammer, I strongly suggest grabbing, putting your fingers in between the hammer so that the weapon can't fire. But in our clearing operation, we do this, and then for the disarm, we come back and we can put leverage on the finger. If it's already in the trigger well, then we want to go to the opposite side, and we want to fold the weapon towards the person. So the whole operation should look more like that. So we're clearing, and then we take the weapon over and away from us. If you're going to use the other hand, you turn and take the weapon this way. And then we can fold out in this direction, or we can fold backwards to take the weapon away. All right, this is probably the worst position in the world for you to be in. The gun is close up to his body. He's making his threats and directing you with his arm, okay? He's got a guard that's out here that's ready to stop you. That gun is where it's very far away from you, hard to get to. And again, it's going to be the same type of thing. You're going to have to turn that weapon away from you and get control of it. You can try striking him to loosen him up, but he's going to want to hold that weapon. So if we're successful getting out to here, I wouldn't really attempt this probably unless I had like a knife. If I had a folder or something like that, or a fixed blade that I could draw while I'm doing this, okay, or draw while I'm doing this and cut across his carotid, or start opening him up on the arm, then that's probably what I would do. But if not, you're just stuck in this terribly unenviable position of the weapon is right here, then the best thing that you've got going is to make your grab and clear out of the way. If you can knock the slide out of battery, then we're in a good position. If you could do that, getting a hold up here like this, I would suggest it. Now we can twist this gun around and it's reasonably safe. That's what it looks like for you. However, if you can't do that, clearing and getting a hold of this and then getting inside is your only chance. But you're going to have to be fast. Now, most people, when they fire a firearm, can't pull the trigger fast enough when they see you move for you not to be able to duck it, to get out of its way. So if we're doing that, you go ahead when you see me move. Whenever you see me move, just go ahead and pull the trigger. And I've managed to clear my body out of the way. So we should be able to get that as we're going through. But again, back down here. If the guy's got his weapon tight into his body, that's the worst position you could possibly be in. Think twice before going for a gun like that. If you had a weapon of your own, a firearm, and he doesn't know about it, that clearance to get the weapon, to get your weapon into play would be probably what I'd be thinking about. All right, here we are, and Big Toe is simulating our typical urban coyote with the sideways, you know, straight out of Compton thing, and the procedure doesn't change. We still want to get out of the way and clear the weapon away from us. If we go to this side, it's the same. We push it away and we move out of the way. And again, remember, 90% of the time, this weapon goes off. That's a lot of muzzle flash. You can lose an eye, that kind of stuff, blinded. And if you're here, you caught a bullet. Now, if the weapon does not have a hammer like the ever popular and ever present Glock, then the procedure is no different. We've still got to clear it and get it away from us, okay? We want to get out of the way, and we want to start to turn that weapon so that we can take it away. And again, it's the same thing from this side, but it really does need to be very fast to get away from it and start taking the weapon away. But we want it pointed, and here's the other thing. If you've got your family with you or that type of stuff, your family is right in the combat zone with you. Disarming this guy is the last thing you want to do. It's the last ditch to save your life when you're absolutely certain that he's going to hang a bullet on you and every member of your family. If all he wants is your money, give it to him. Don't take the chance with your family around, seriously. While you're struggling for that gun, it could go off, shoot your wife, your children, that kind of stuff. And remember, 90% of the time, no matter how good you are at this, it ends with a discharge. So, last ditch, he's going to kill you. He's going to kill you, so you turn and get it out of your way. You move that weapon, move your body, and don't be afraid to move to get a hold of it. But anyway, it's not an all-inclusive video on disarming with a pistol, or for disarming a person with a pistol. It's just some thoughts on it, and if you want further training on the subject before you ever attempt something like this, I strongly suggest that you get out there and do that. But remember, no clearing or no disarming method is any good that doesn't clear the weapon first. You've got to clear it away from you, even if it's going off in that direction while you control the arm. If he's sitting here firing and you've got control of the arm and you're out of the way. But people who do disarming methods that are like this is stupid. Anytime you see a disarming method, somebody hasn't cleared this weapon, run away from it. It's a bad idea. But anyway, just a quick video on the subject of disarming a person with a pistol. And if you like what we do, like us on Facebook, watch our videos, share our videos. Thanks for watching.